It's on.
It's on, it's playing. We are taking your medicine. Welcome. Hey, I thought that we went with I cried, cried, cried. So clouds I cover up one clear blue sky. Tears cried that woman on the blood river. I'm gonna sit right here till I die. Well, there accidentally in St. Paul, Minnesota. Drove me up there every time and back the road, that's so rough. Heard my breathing back down to the airport, got a cold. Followed you in river where you go. And I thought that we were little high, cry, cry, cry. So the clouds I covered up the clear blue sky. Tears cried for that woman, on the big river. I'm gonna sit right here till I die. Yeah. Tears cry for that woman on the blood river. I'm gonna sit right here till I die. Little baby. We'll be a guy that cruises we don't go. Take that woman down through all the hills, through all the hills. Go on, pack it up, come my blues down the hill. She loved me, river long. Hey, I thought that you were I'd cry, cry, cry. Show the clouds I cover up like clear blue sky. Tears cry for that woman on what they did. I'm gonna sit right here till I die. I'm gonna sit right here till I die. Yes, I'm gonna sit right here until I Well, thank you very much. Now, we have no clue what it sounds like out there. If somebody needs to go up or down, just say, turn the pedal up, turn the pedal down, turn the guitar up. Turn the pedal up? Okay. So anyway, I got a couple of things, like what do they call it, housekeeping notices. Number one, you can take as many pictures and videos as you want. That's fine, we'll autograph them and stuff, but you maybe want to turn your phone volume down just so somebody, and the men's room is up there on the front porch where it ought to be. The ladies' room is where it ought to be, all the way back as far as you can go. Back in the kitchen, Brenda, raise your hand. Brenda back there is the kitchen gal, and she will make you popcorn. We have Pepsi, we have Diet Coke, we have water. Just everything's a buck. If you got a buck, if you don't have a buck, that's okay. You can have it anyway. It's just how we roll here. Let's see, what else should you know? I think that's... Oh, crying out loud. Thanks, Rick. We have a jar up here. The band gets paid when they walk in the door. This is our 6th year of having cabaret. If you want to keep it free for everybody that needs it to be free, your donation is really welcome, and it keeps this is gone We haven't made any money, but every time when we get all done at the end of the night, there's just barely enough to pay the next band. So it's just been gone. I think in 6 years, I've had to throw 20 bucks in it a couple times. It's amazing. It's just the people that can do and the people that can do. So that's about all I'm going to say right now. If you'll notice, several members in the band are wearing blue. Our roadies are wearing blue. It's just one of those blue days. So speaking of blue, Willie Nelson had a Red-Haired Stranger album, and this was on his Red-Haired Stranger album. It has Blue Eyes in it. I don't play lead very well at all, do I? Now, the evening, oh, I see all pretty lights bright in the rain, and as we kiss by the water, well, I will get there again. Thank God we sound good, because I know we look good. I spend half of every day just sitting. I put a special stool just like this in my bathroom. I just sit there and look in the mirror. It's so peaceful and satisfying. It's part of my purpose, I think. I'd like to introduce you to these guys that are playing music, really playing well. The gentleman, dapper dude in the suit and the cool cap and the 7-foot-tall violin. He's a talented fellow. He goes to college to learn abstract jazz concepts. He plays the piccolo and the tuba and the little guitar that makes me look back. What is it? A ukulele? Yeah, and piccolo. He's an amazing musician. Mr. Peter Church. Give Peter a round. And this fellow playing the little violin here, he's an amazing musician. He plays the violin and the cello and the viola. And he was working on a banjo, but I think he's going to let that go. It's just not quality enough instrument. It's just too iffy. And his name is Sylvan Eidelman. Give Sylvan a round of applause. He can play everything from Beethoven to bluegrass, and does, sometimes in the same song. It's amazing.
I get confused.
But funny thing, Sylvan and I kind of grew up 60 miles apart, in fact. He grew up in Youngstown, Ohio, and I grew up in North Canton, Ohio. North Canton, Ohio, just north of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but it was the home of the Hooper Sweeper Company. You know, Hoover, it sweeps as it beats as it cleans. That's where it was invented. Mr. Hoover invented it. He lived in a palace right at the edge of town. Everybody except me went to, Dad worked at Hoover's, and my dad had the newspaper. But Sylvan, he lived in Youngstown, Ohio, and back in the 50s and 60s, if you remember listening back when the Jimmy Hoffa disappeared and stuff, Youngstown was the home of the steel mill mafia dudes. And they shot each other, they blew stuff up every day for years, decades. And Sylvan had it good. You know, he bought that violin when he was 10 years old. He paid a fortune for it. It's like a 600-year-old violin. But he had money. His neighbor was one of the mafia dudes. From the time Sylvan was 9 years old, that guy paid him $10 a day just to go out and start his car. All right. This fellow over here playing guitars. Well, hello, Ward. This guy playing guitar, he plays all kinds of guitars. He plays, I don't know, 11 or 12 of them. He plays the lap steel, and you'll hear that in a minute. You just heard it a little bit ago. And he's kind of in a deadhead band, a heavy rock band. He likes to play the rock and roll stuff. But he is just so overwhelmed by the rest of us that he plays with us all the time. He's been with us for years, like a decade at least. He lives in the growing metropolis of Grayton, California. They grow good stuff there. Anyway, Mr. David McClary. My name is Patrick Michael McCarty. You may want to write that down because I'm sure I'm going to be somebody someday. I don't sing very good or play good, but I look amazing. That's why I'm here. So anyways, let's do something. You want to do a honky-tonk song? Oh yeah, we'll do. I grew up in honky-tonks. It's just the way of life, and we'll play some of my honky-tonk traditional getting drunk music. Are we ready? In this old smoking old bar, I hear a heart singing I just called to let you know how as a flashing neon sign. Stop by and see me anytime you want to. Thanks to you, I'm always here to close the time. Will do. I've got swinging doors, a jukebox, and a bar stool. I'm your home as a flashing neon sign. Stop by and see me anytime you want to. Thanks to you, I'm always here to close the time. Thanks to you. I'm always here to close the time. You know, I've spent a lot of time in honky tonks, and I don't hardly go at all anymore. But my next door neighbor, he drinks a bit, and his wife called me last Saturday. She said, "Hey, would you mind running over to the 8 Ball and picking up Jack?" And she said, "If I go, there'll be a fuss, and if you go, it'll just be okay. He likes you." I said, "Sure, I don't mind." So I drive over to the 8 Ball, and Jack's sitting there having a beer, and I said, "Hey, how you doing, Jack?" He said, "I'm doing all right." I said, "You know, your wife called and asked that I pick you up, so she's worried about you getting a DUI and stuff. You've been here all day. Whenever you're ready, I'd be happy to take you home or come get your car tomorrow." "Well, thank you. I think that's fine. I'll have another beer." So I ordered a beer, and he sat there and he just sipped on that beer and drank it. And he got done with it, and I said, "Well, Jack, you ready to go?" "In just a minute." Reached in his pocket, pulls out his wallet. "I have another beer." So he went through that beer about 20 minutes. He finished it up, and I said, "Jack, you ready to go?" "Just a minute." "I believe I have another beer." This went on for like 3 hours. And I said, "Jack, what's the like? Every time I ask you, you finish your beer. I want to take you home so you don't get a DUI. Your wife's kind of waiting on you. Every time you look in your wallet, and then you order another beer. What gives?" He said, "Well, look here. Right there in my wallet's a picture of my wife. When she starts looking good, I'll be ready to go." Oh, that wasn't very nice of me. But y'all know what I mean. Okay, this is I think the prettiest Willie Nelson song. Not my favoriteest, but the prettiest one I think he ever did. If you had not have fallen, then I would not have found you. Angel, flying too close to the ground. I packed up your broken dream, and I hung around a while, trying to keep your skirts up and your feet down. Knew someday that you'd just fly away. On the greatest hill to be found. flying too close to the ground. You know, he's standing up, David stands up. Years ago, back in the day, I was one of them stand-up dudes, and the stage was never big enough. I was a wild man. And it was like Mick Jagger and Garth Brooks, they didn't have nothing on me. Nothing. And Mick Jagger, I know I was better looking than Mick Jagger. I mean, I from Skitless. And Garth Brooks, he was a pretty boy when he was 20, but he just became a chubby old bald guy, you know, and I know I'm better looking. But I've been finding the last few years, I can't stand up like that. I've been sitting down. I sit down to play music. I sit down almost all the time. I even sit down to pee, which makes me start to question my own pronouns, just so you know. Anyway, Sylvan, would you like to sing the song? I don't know, but change the subject.
Let's do That's What Makes You Strong.
Listen to the lyrics. This is a beautiful song.
If you love somebody, then that means you need somebody. And if you need somebody, well, that's what makes you weak. But if you know you're weak, and you know you need somebody, oh, it's a funny thing. That's what makes you strong. makes you strong, that's what gives you power, that's what lets the beat come inside of you, that's what lets you smile in your final hour, that's what moves your soul, and that's what makes you sing, that's what moves your soul, and that's what makes you sing.
Well, I suppose we ought to take a little trip. You want to play some 12 bar? Sure, why not? You want to play a little 12 bar, please? Take a little trip to like Kansas City or someplace?
I want to do that.
All right. Now, you are going to hear me holler out technical Star School musician talk here in a minute. Okay. We're going to kick it in the 5, bring it to the 1, and get her on home. I won't lie.